All right, welcome back. It's Hop from Hop's Mail Show. Finishing up my Judas Priest deep dive into their music collection, their album collection. But anyway, on their 15th studio album, which is Angel of Retribution, which was released in 2005. And it's the first album since 1990. It's Painkiller to feature Rob Halford on vocals. It's a pretty good album. It's produced by Rob Z. And man, when I first listened to the opening track, it was nice to hear Rob Halford's voice again in Priest. Nothing against Ripper Owens, but I mean, Rob Halford, he's the original singer, the great singer. He's the voice of Priest for sure. And some of the standout songs on that album is Judas is Rising, Revolution, Hail Rider, and also if this is a good comeback album. I mean, if you want to know when Priest was officially back on the map, I'd say it was probably this album right here. I mean, it got excellent. It was accepted well by critics and fans alike, and I listened to it through and I was like, damn, this is a good album. So, anyways, so check out, Angel of Retribution in 2005. And then we go to 2008, which is, everybody knows is Nostradamus, which is concept album. It's produced by Glenn Tipton and KK Downing. It'll be the last album that KK plays on. And kind of mixed on this album. It's definitely different. There's no doubt about that. But some of the standout songs as far as first disc is Pestilence and Plague and Conquest, Persecution. And then on disc 2 I have Alone, Vision, Nostradamus, that's some of the best stuff on the album, because I'm not a big fan of this album. But it does have it's weird, it has a lot of orchestra music on it, a lot of different stuff. But I mean, I don't know, just go through and check it out and tell me what you think. You leave comments down below what you think of Nostradamus. But overall, I wrote down that it was not one of their better albums. It's probably there towards the end of the stuff that I don't care for by Priest. But anyway, go check it out. And we're going to 2014, which is a pretty big gap there. We're going with Redeemer of Souls, which is album number 17 in their collection. Producer Mike Exciter and Glenn Tipton. This is the first album with Richie Faulkner, and man, if you don't know about Richie Faulkner by now, man, you really need to go listen to that man, because that man can play. He's really good. I'd heard an interview where even George Lynch of the Mighty Dockin was saying he don't even think Richie realizes how good of a guitar player he himself is. He's just that good. He writes some. I'm sure he writes a lot of their a lot of their catchier stuff. But yeah, Richie Faulkner is definitely standout. He's an awesome guitar player. But some of the standout songs on here are Dragon Knot, Halls of Valhalla, and Hell and Back. And then there's a bonus track called Snakebite that's really good that everybody should check out if you haven't. But that's some of the songs that I thought, just a couple of them. I mean, there's more on there though. This was supposed to be their farewell album, which we know, I guess that didn't work out because we still got a couple more albums to go. But I guess that was kind of their mindset when they done this album. But if it would have been their farewell album, they would have went out with a good one. But I'm glad they decided to stick around and make some more music. But anyway, you really hear, I guess, Richie Faulkner, he just brings a lot of energy and a lot to the band. I mean, the energy that they needed, and not that they were lacking it, but he's kind of was the kick in the butt that Priest needed at that time. So good on Richie. So I guess then we'll jump to 2018, which is Firepower, which is great album. I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say about Firepower. It's probably might be one of the best releases that year was this, but it's produced by Andy Sneap. And if you're not sure who he is, I'm pretty sure he played. Well, he's a touring guitarist with them, but I'm thinking he played when I saw them, because I saw him on this tour. And yeah, he's a phenomenal guitar player himself. He's a great fit for the band also. But some of the standout songs are Evil Never Dies, Never the Heroes, Children of the Sun, Spectra, and No Surrender. And there's some of the standout songs. Check it out. And Firepower, great opening track. It's probably one of my all-time favorites. I love that song. A great opening song. And like I said, I also got wrote down that this might be the best release in 2018. Just clarifying what I'd said earlier. That yeah, it's as good as their classic stuff, I think. So if you haven't checked out Firepower, you should need to go check it out, because Firepower is an awesome album, and it's definitely the great album for 2018. But it sounds like old Priest, and I'm sure you'll like it. If you haven't never heard it, go check it out. And if you've heard it, if you think it's as good as their classic stuff, leave down the comments section down below what your thoughts are on Firepower. All right, so then last we'll go to number 19th studio album. Come out this year, 2024, is Invincible Shield. It's produced by Andy Sneap. And if you want to know a little bit, I read here a little bit about Andy Sneap. He's a pretty active producer. He's produced such acts as I have Megadeth, Overkill, Sept, Testament, and he's also, like I said, he's their touring guitarist too. So, if you like some of the stuff and there's plenty of other stuff he's produced, and if you know some stuff he's produced and recommend some stuff, leave that down in the comments section also. I mean, it's the opening track is Panic Attack is awesome. We did a reaction video. Maybe I'll actually put that on the end of this video, the reaction video we did for that. But yeah, that was a good opening track. But Judas Priest seems like they always have good opening tracks. They know how to open an album, which is a good thing. But the album debuted at number 18 on Billboard, which is pretty impressive for, everybody's saying metal's dead and nobody listens to heavy metal anymore. Well, must be somebody's listening to it for it to do that well, for debuting, without really any push from, because you don't have MTV and radio and stuff like that anymore. So there still must be a market for, hard rock and heavy metal music. But some of the standout tracks are Trial by Fire, Serpent and the King, and Crown of Horns. And I also got down how great of a follow-up this album was to Firepower. So I don't think it's as good as Firepower in my opinion, but it's right up there. It's still a good album. It's still worth checking out and worth supporting and going. And I think String's he told me he was going to see them on this tour, so I'm sure that'll be a killer show. But so that's my dive into Judas Priest. It was fun because I'd never listened to all their collections, so now I've actually listened to their whole body of work. I need to go back and check out some of their live stuff. I'm sure it's just as good. There's no doubt in my mind, because I've seen them live and they're an incredible live act. So and I've seen some of their video stuff. I know they got a live show from I don't know, I think it was back in the 80s, late 80s, that is just a killer show. The sound's unreal. So, but I hope you enjoyed my deep dive into Judas Priest, and let me know in the comments section, what you thought of Judas Priest, what you think of Judas Priest and their whole collection of music and whole body of music. And if you got anything you'd like, any other bands you'd like me to review, or any show ideas, I'd much appreciate, and you can put that in the comment section below also. But I guess we're gonna sign out of here and just let y'all know Priest rules. And I'm glad I took a dive into the Priest collection, because there was a lot of, I was just a fair weather fan until now, but I can say I've listened to everything they've done, and I feel like I can talk about it with some power, because I know pretty much everything they do now. So I guess I'm gonna sign out of here. Over and out. Y'all be good till next time. I'll see you later. See ya. Peace.